And now for the Chao Stadium, it's week 6 of the Women's Division show on Chao Racing. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao race. And starting off for the ladies is Carol Donna, our defending champion, Abby Hubbardton and Bailey Singer, as they push the balls on the outside, trying to impress Santa Claus himself after a long night of delivery. And here they come, making way towards the finish line, and Carol Donna wins this one step closer towards his repeat title. And once again, here is the host of Chao Racing himself, Brandon Jennings. Alright, thanks again, Paul. Well, we promised you 8 action-packed races for the Women's Division as usual. And a big congratulations to our defending Women's Champion, Carol Donna. She is up to 4 wins now on her road to repeat campaign. And we'll present race number 2 in a moment. Alright, time for race number 2. And for race number 2, we have top contender Molly Brown, Galen Combs, and Trudino Tagato. Molly Brown tried desperately to reach the 2022 Women's Division playoffs this season. Let's see if this will be her time. Best of luck to the next 3 Divas. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! And there goes Molly Brown. She is off to an excellent start ahead of Galen and Trudino for the current moment. Molly Brown trying to maintain a huge lead ahead of the competition. Let's see how long her lead will last. And right now she's quietly making way towards bridges. And there she goes. That means one of them is heading for the water. As the first superstar against Divas is number 1, who desperately needs some help. And Galen Combs has took a shortcut along with number 8. Galen Combs gets the victory here tonight. And as number 2 takes the next Divas, number 8 dominates over the 4-0 Chao with 2nd place. Congratulations are in order to Galen Combs. Molly Brown will come in 3rd, and Trudino Tagato will come in 4th. That was a quick race that time. Kudos to all competitors, and congratulations to Galen on her victory. Back in a bit, do not go away. And while we continue with our festive spirits, let's proceed to race number 3. And this next race features Rihanna Simon, Joanne Foxley, and Camilla Lane. Joanne Foxley, one of the 2 fastest runners for the 2021 Women's Division roster this season. Let's hope she'll keep it up with her winning streak. Best of luck to the next 3 Divas on the quest for victory, and please start the race! Here we go. And Joanne Foxley is off and running, folks. She is off to an excellent start. How long will her lead last? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, Joanne Foxley has no opponents to worry about for the current morning. And who is going to get the first Divas up this race? We're about to find out right now. It's number 8, who desperately needs help, who will get the first Divas in this race. Not sure above a couple places. Camilla and Rihanna are battling for 2nd place behind our leader, Joanne. As the superstar against Divas number 2, it's number 2. And now will be enough to take the lead over the 5-0 Chao with 4th place behind Rihanna Simon. Joanne Foxley is safely in the lead, trying to fulfill a Women's Division Championship run for 2022 this season. And here comes number 8 with number Divas. That makes his 2nd Divas of the race. And Camilla Lane will score the rest. Joanne Foxley still a huge lead over Rihanna Simon. Rihanna Simon will not have enough distance to catch up to Joanne in time. As number 7 takes next Divas trying to stay alive, you get time went off for Joanne Foxley. That makes it 5-2 for her 2021 season so far this season. As the last Divas of this race, we may buy number 1. So how about that, Brandon? I knew Joanne Foxley would be on winning streak today. Let's hope she keeps it up. Back in a bit, do not go away. Okay, Paul, who do we have for race number 4 now? Race number 4 features Sasha Gitzborough, Amina Fuga, and the first ever Women's Division champion, Pauline Connor, in which she did back in 2017. All 3 Chao had an impressive victory in last week's show, and of course we congratulate each one of them for their fine efforts let's find out who deserves to keep up with a winning streak. The players are lined up, ready to go. Everyone's on the clock, and let's have a challenge. And Pauline Connor is quarterbacks. That means Sasha and Amina will have the opening edge. Number 7 is battling with number 6, and Sasha gets Bobo for the lead up in the front as they make their way towards the finish line. Sasha Gisbo has the best position in second place ahead of the pack. And there's number 7 with Divas, and Sasha Gisbo is our winner with second place. So Sasha keeps up her winning streak alive for one more race. Yep, nice job Sasha Gisbo on a number 5 victory. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first, have a look at this. Four down and 4 more to go. Who do we have next, Paul? Next up for race number 5, we have Tony Griffin, Lisa Marigold, and Rosalie Tango. So we place the balls on the field on the parkour so that the Chao can test us straight once again. Who is going to make Santa happy? We'll find out right now. Please start the race. So Tony is battling with Lisa and Rosalie in this next race. Tony seems like she's the better lady of the 3 divas of this race. And here she comes. She is going to win this one easily. Tony Griffin is the winner. A win for all those chicks out there and for Santa himself. That's right. Tony Griffin now has 4 wins and has more assignment coming up. Do not go away. And now, let's simple it up, race number 6. You said it, Brandon. This next race is going to be on the Athens course, as the matchup will feature Erica Fellows, Olivia Fortin, and Alina Booker. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place. And here comes Erica, Olivia, and Alina making their way towards the rainbow path. And it looks like Olivia Fortin was quarterback, and so is Erica Fellows. So Alina Booker will have the upper hand for the current moment, as the first superstar to get speed boost is number 2, who is heading for the water. Good gain ground for number 2 of the Silver Chao, and number 6 Taurus from 1. So he will have to deal with himself for 2 life all the way in the bag in last place, as Erica Fellows, trying to shoot off some fireworks here, takes BS number 2 of this race, but it looks like Alina Booker has a dominating lead over Erica Fellows to come on. As number 8, we'll have the next command BS. Alina Booker is almost there. According to the current standings, Alina Booker wins. Number 8 BS was too late. Well, that technically makes back-to-back speedruns by number 8, but that second speedrun was just too late. Alina gets the victory here tonight. Yep, she's still alive for next season's roster card, and we'll have another signing race for you at the 3% award from this. Alright, Paul, time for race number 7, and this is embarrassing to watch, but anyway, take it away. Okay, Brian. Race number 7 will feature Rita Posey, Christina Bennett, and Karen Crosby. This time it's going to be on the Sapphire course. Good luck to these 3 divas during the festival holidays. Please start the race. Right now, these 3 divas have only 1 win after 6 races of play. They better get a move on if they want to earn wins for the season. And Karen Crosby taunts to the crowd. She is getting pissed off of all her tough losses she's suffered before. Rita Posey has command of the lead, but how long will her lead last? We will find out as Christina Bennett, who is the wife of Antonio Bennett, takes the Yobi toss on his face. Number 7 is not looking so happy. She is getting left behind in last place, as number 8, who wakes up from his nap, takes BS number 2 in his face, and Rita Posey is scoring the rest. That means Karen Crosby will have a little bit of breathing room ahead of Rita for the coming morning, as we head back into number 8. And now he will have the lead over the 6th spy to Chao. Karen Crosby went a little too far that time, but if no one catches up to her, she will win this race. Let's find out. As number 7 takes next Divas, Karen Crosby is still having a little bit of breathing room ahead of the competition. No one is going to catch up to her unless Christina Mack can make a statement here, but it's not going to be enough. Karen Crosby holds on for the victory. She gets her second win of the season. That's right, Santa knew that Karen will get another win, and so am I. Coming up, we'll present the last weeks of Week 6 Women's Division action, but first take a look at this. Alright, Santa says do this race real quick because he has to get back to the North Pole to take his rest for one more year. Okay, I heard you, Santa Claus. We you loud and clear. All we have left for race number 8 are Ingrid Barlow, Sandy McDonald, and Umaisa de la Joas. So it's going to be held on the Emerald Course, the big course of the Chao Stadium. It's been a festive holiday so far tonight, but now we have come down to this final race of the show. Who is going to end this whole show with a bang? We're about to find out right now. Let's have a Chao race! So will Ingrid, Sandy, or Umaisa be the last one on Santa's winners list for the season? There's only one way to find out. They're going to shake the palm trees, bring out that coconut shaped fruit, and there goes Sandy McDonald, or Ingrid Barlow, and Umaisa de la Joas. Sandy McDonald is dancing to the beat. As number 2, we'll start with Divas. That's the second time that he got the winning toss for this week. And by now, poor number 7 was dancing to the beat, so he has a long way to go. He wants to catch up to the crowd, as he will take Divas number 2. I bet he's going to need a lot more help than that, don't you think? Anyway, Sandy McDonald going swimming out the water with Umaisa de la Joas defending the lead over Ingrid Barlow, as the next BS we made by number 6, trying to catch up with the crowd a little bit. And poor number 7 is getting straight in last place behind number 8. And he taunts to the ground. And who will get the next command BS as we pass the 1 minute mark? It's number 8, who leads number 7 in it us. Meanwhile, Umaisa de la Joas still trying to defend the lead over Ingrid Barlow. Ingrid Barlow did a very impressive win last week and is trying to do it again for this week. And number 7 will get another turn. That makes his second speed buzz to the base, but he's still straight in last place behind number 8. And Sandy McDonald is going to rest again, so she'll be glad behind the competition. And number 2 can dominate over the 5-7 Chao. He gets another turn. That makes his second speed buzz to the base. Poor number 7, meanwhile, not looking so happy. Oh well, there's always another time for number 7. Not at all. Back to number 2. And he's now catching up to Ingrid and Umaisa for battling for the lead up in the front. Looks like number 2 went a little bit too far. Ingrid Barlow has command of the lead right now. And as number 1 takes the next BS, Ingrid Barlow is going to celebrate. Umaisa will not have enough distance to catch up to Ingrid in time. Ingrid Barlow is the final winner of this festive holiday show, as number 1 gets back to max BS, and he makes a pass for number 2 to win the battle over the 5-7 Chao. And that makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 2 and number 1 respectively. Number 7 ain't trying to wrap up, as number 7 will get first speed buzz, and that's going to do it. So congratulations are in order for Ingrid. That's right, we'll be back to wrap our show in a bit. Do not go away. Alright folks, it's time to say goodbye to Santa Claus for the year. I know it's very sad that Santa Claus has to get back to the North Pole, but don't worry, he will be back this time next year for more festive fun and surprises. Thank you, Santa Claus, for delivering all the presents and to bring the holiday cheer to the Chao Racing universe. We'll see you next year. And we will see you next week for another exciting edition of Chao Racing 2021, in which we will have a New Year's show to bring in 2022. Until then, this is Brad Shank signing off. Keep on smiling, have a Merry Christmas, and so long, everybody! Chao Racing 2021 has been sponsored by Target stores, Subway restaurants, and Visa credit cards. This is Paul Sycamore wishing you happy holidays from all of us here in the Chao Racing universe. And join us again for more exciting action here on Chao Racing 2021. See you next week.